Welcome to the Roman Anton podcast. We're at the Roman Anton studio. I have my band members with me today. I've got on my left Frankeins Jangad, and I've got on my right Shogo Oyama. So welcome, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, they're quiet guys. It takes a little bit to get them to talk. So we've done a podcast, Frank and I together, and Frank and I have been together for several years. So this one today, maybe get a little bit of an introduction to Shogo. So Shogo, how long have you been playing with us? Do you remember?
Just 1 year and 1 month.
Okay, 1 year and 1 month. So this time last year, we were practicing to hit the road, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we were going to go to Jirath in Chiang Mai.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got you into the band because our old drummer was heading back to the States, so Roger was going back to the States, and you came in, and we had a 10 or 20 song set list we were working on, right? Yeah. So how long have you been in Thailand?
1 year, 9 months.
Okay, so you got an anniversary coming up. Where are you from?
Japan. My hometown is Miyazaki Prefecture, the south area.
Okay. So that's south area of Tokyo?
More than in the Kyushu area, the southeast.
Okay.
Southeast.
So when you say prefecture, that's not like a part of Tokyo. Prefecture is like a part of the country.
A country, how to say, region.
Right, region. Okay,
yes.
good. Yeah, that's a hard word to say. Okay, so I just realized I've been introducing you as Shogo from Miyazaki Prefecture, thinking that was the Tokyo area, but it's not. So I apologize. I get all this stuff wrong, like I did with 10 of them with you, Frank, and so I apologize. I learned slow. And so southernmost, does it snow in the Miyazaki Prefecture? Does it get cold or no?
Yes, some Miyazaki places snow.
Okay. And your hometown is called what?
Cold. But the Miyazaki Prefecture is warm. It's like a Thailand.
Right, Kajai. So your home city is, what's the name of your home city?
Home city.
Miyazaki Prefecture? It can't be that.
Miyazaki City.
You're in Miyazaki City?
City, yes.
Okay. So from Miyazaki City. All right. So that's cool. That sounds cool.
Thank you.
Maybe not cool.
Oh.
Do you like it there? Is it a good town?
Yeah, very good town. Very local city.
Local.
Yeah.
Are there signs in English and Japanese or just Japanese?
Japanese.
Just Japanese. So if I went to a supermarket in Miyazaki City,
Yeah.
Would the people speak English to me or no?
Almost people cannot speak
Yeah.
English.
So that's why yours is so developed, right? Is you grew up speaking English.
You're the superstar.
So every time I'm listening to your conversation.
Yeah, okay. All right, we get that. All right, so the big learning today is Miyazaki is not part of Tokyo. It's in the southern part of Japan, the prefecture. Miyazaki City is there, and if you go there without some type of Google app, you can't speak with anyone because they're not going to speak English. So we've learned that today, which is fine. I'm glad they don't. So is there a beer or a alcohol made in Miyazaki? A local beer or a local alcohol?
Yeah, the Miyazaki city, Miyazaki prefecture has a brand. The shochu is like a sake
Yes.
brand. It's really famous in Japan.
What's it called?
Kurokirishima.
Kurokirishima.
Yes.
Kurokirishima. How do I say one?
Kurokirishima.
How do I say I want one Kurokirishima to drink right now?
Can you give me Korojokushu?
Of course.
I mean, how do you say it?
How do you, Kurokirishima.
All right, that's good enough. So I just Kurokidishima,
Okay.
and I'd get my drink.
Okay.
So do you drink it cold or warm?
Either, okay.
Either ice or no ice.
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 And the rock is
Okay,
very good.
got it. And so it's a heavy alcohol, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you drink it before, during, after eating? Kurokidishima.
After eating,
To get drunk and just get wasted, or?
easy to drink.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. And so, did you drink this when you were a kid? 16, 17, 18, or is it like a gentleman, older man's drink?
7.
After, okay, you're legal.
It's
You-
illegal.
Yeah. Law-abiding
And
citizen.
my dad taught me.
To drink.
Yes.
That's what dads are for.
Yeah.
God bless.
Bad.
No, it's good. Good dad. All right. Good. So fond memories of you and dad drinking Kurokidishima. What does it mean? Does that mean something like the red lantern of Japantown, or
No, Kuro is a black.
Black?
Black.
okay?
Okay. And Kirishima is a mountain.
Okay, Black Mountain.
Yeah, Black Mountain.
Yeah, we got that in Wahin, right? Black Mountain. Okay. So Kurokidishima is Black Mountain.
Mountain.
Is it like a biker drink? Is it like a heavy metal drink, or is it an elegant, fancy, high-so drink?
It's not common.
Okay. Okay, so we're learning this. No beer.
No beer.
Okay. And is Miyazaki City, is it on water or inland? Is it near the ocean, near the sea?
Near the island, big island, but near sea.
Okay. And so are you big sushi eaters, big seafood, fish, or
Yes.
no?
Everything is very good.
Is spicy there or no spicy?
No spicy.
No spicy. Shogo and I. So-
I can.
Yeah, because when Shogo and I, Rath, you didn't see this. We had the sriracha hamburger over at Craft Beer, and that was too spicy for Shogo. It was my pet, and it was just like some tomato sauce. I think that's funny. You don't think that's
Yeah.
funny, Frank? All right. So
I like
Shogo
it.
and I suffer when we eat very hot food. So tonight, if we go to Sala Arun, we won't eat spicy food. Okay. So you are a drummer.
Yes, I'm drummer.
First instrument?
No, my first instrument is acoustic guitar.
Oh, okay. And how old were you when you learned acoustic guitar?
When I was 15.
15. So old man already.
Yes.
Okay. What was the guitar? Do you remember?
Aria Pro to.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Aria. A-R-I-A. Aria. Is that a
Aria.
Japanese made thing?
Yes.
I just saw a bass like that the other day, didn't I? Aria?
I
think?
have that guitar in Malaysia, Arya Pro.
Oh, that's what your sister gave you to
That's
play.
Yamaha. I bought my own Arya Pro.
Okay,
in
right. There we
Malaysia.
go. That was in your podcast. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so Aria Pro. There you go. You guys had a common guitar at a young age. Your brand, Japanese made. And okay, so you played the Aria, 15, 16, and what was the first song you learned?
Japanese band songs. Japanese band. Glay. Gray is
Gray.
a Japanese
Gray.
Japanese song. Yeah.
Okay.
Japanese band.
Are they still alive and still together?
Yes, very popular. Now.
Three-piece, four-piece?
4-piece and the support drummer.
Okay.
Five piece.
Support drummer.
Yeah.
Two drummers.
No. I mean one drum. And
A guy who
original
waits.
member is 4.
Ah, okay.
But it's not official member.
Kajai.
Session.
Understood. Okay. So gray. Gray. Right? Big band. That's what you learned. Okay. And then you said you like American metal music. Metallica, heavy, or no?
Yeah, my background music, education of a background rock music is American band.
Okay. Top three that you like.
Oh, top three. Top three is Foo Fighters is 2.
Okay.
Okay. Top 3 is Creed. Creed is when
Creed.
I was a high school student.
Okay.
And number one is Roman Anton.
Okay, there we go. That's to keep the paycheck going. So
Okay.
let's skip that one. So what's your top four?
top four. Many rock band. I really like listening the 2000 the generation the alternative rock
Okay.
affected.
Red Hot.
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Pepper and Fuel and
Fuel.
Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin.
Nickelback. Nickelback is Canadian band.
I get it.
And
So no Pearl Jam, no Nirvana, no Soundgarden.
yeah, actually, yeah,
Little-
new
little too-
generation.
you're right, so later.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, so I don't know them. Okay. And did you grow up hearing them on the radio or on internet, or how did you get exposed to them?
The CD
CD.
and the MP, MD, MD, do you know?
MD.
MD disc,
Oh, okay. Micro disc.
micro disc.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so same thing. And was it uncool in Japan to not like American rock? Did you have to be cool? Did you have to like American rock, or did Japanese musicians say that's not cool, or neither? Were they just music people like music?
Almost Japanese musician is effect from the American music.
Well,
Almost.
okay. So, is there a Beatles history in Japan, or a Rolling Stones, or was that not an influential music? Beatles? People like the Beatles, or no?
Almost Japanese also
Yeah.
like, and Japanese pop music is based of course Rolling Stone and the Beatles.
Right, yeah.
Too many people likes.
I saw a Beatles cover band in Roppongi. That was unbelievable.
Yes, 2 or 3 very awesome band.
Yeah,
It's perfect
it was perfect.
band, perfect cover band Japanese have.
And they really didn't, it's interesting because for you and me and Frank, we rehearse your backup vocals because your Japanese accent and English comes through. So there are some words that we have to practice so we all sound the same, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to practice. These guys, when I saw them, I was like, wow, they are crushing their accents. They sounded like the Beatles. They were awesome. It was a very small room. I remember it was pretty cool because Frank and I went to see 2 Beatles cover bands in Bangkok.
Yeah.
The first one was better. Second one, I don't know what happened.
I
They did Neil Young. I think it was a different band.
yeah.
Now that
The
I
other
think about
one plays only Beatles.
Yeah.
But actually, the other one member is my friend.
Okay.
David Eng.
Yeah, I think that's the main one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
their bass player plays the Honor.
Right. I don't know where they
Left-
played. They have a home band. They have a home location, I've been told, somewhere over in Saturn.
Last time, I can't remember what place that was because Revered just
Yeah. We
Sa-
saw them in the
Wood-
Sheraton, right?
Woodball.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, so Beatles, so Japan. Okay, I don't mean to make this about a Shogo things, but one of the things I was hoping to talk about is actually, hey, Rath, could you do me a favor? Could you hand me a music book? Thanks. Rath is filling in for Frank behind the thing today, so we're all in different chairs. And one of the things, Shogo, you play, thanks, sorry about that. My headset doesn't reach over there. So one of the things you do is you play guitar. I've walked into this room and you're teaching guitar lessons.
Yeah.
But you also play bass and drums, and you play drums for us.
Yes.
And we'll play over there in a couple of minutes. We've picked out 6 songs we're going to do. So every Roman Anton podcast has 3 pieces: an interview, some performance stuff, could be music, could be poetry, could be basketball, could be sound design, And then we're going to hit the road, and tonight we're going to go down to the river and go to one of our favorite restaurants where we've all been together, Sala Arun and Eat Side Story, right on across from the Temple of Dawn, the Sala, the Wat Arun. So hopefully be sunny night tonight. We can watch the sunset over there. But one of the things you do is you, for your lessons, your drum lessons, you type up scores, music scores, right?
Yes.
You use various programs you have, which is something that when you came on board is very interesting to do, because we have a music book that we put together, and we have sheet music in it. We have stories around the sheet music, and you are capable of doing this. And so right now you and I are working on our music book for the launch too. We started on that. And so like this is an example of the
Yes.
Bodhi Tree. When did you start learning how to do this? Was this at a younger age, or
Oh,
sheet music, or any types of digital?
it's my first time is when I bought the acoustic guitar and I go to bookstore. Oh, what is Japanese famous song, the music book.
Mm-hmm.
I bought maybe 200 baht, 200 baht, $2.
Right.
$3 or $4. I bought. I cannot read first, but every day I be reading. Oh, how to read, how to do. And pray. The practice.
So you started reading music and doing it for guitar.
Yes.
And so did you know how to play guitar already, or were you learning C chord, A chord with the book?
With book
Okay.
every day.
Yeah. And so when you write music now, we'll call it transcribe. When you transcribe music now, do you start with drums?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that the easiest for you? Or is guitar easy, or are they all easy?
I can say so because guitar also some songs, some
Yeah.
very really difficult,
Yeah, yeah.
and my hand is not big.
Okay. All right.
I think drum is better.
Okay. All right. Well, they're not small hands, but okay. So it's funny because we have technical, and then Frank is also very technical, but doesn't really have a great ability to read the music. I think you can, but you don't. You'd rather just listen to a song and try and play it, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, that's sort of a yes or no on this one. So can you read or not? The music?
Cannot.
That's a no. Did you get that, Rath? Yes or okay.
I know the notes. I know all
Yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah.
names. I know what's the use, but
Yeah, yeah.
put it in a bar, I don't know.
Well, and you'll say to me, that's a D sharp minor. You'll yell it out to me, in particular when we're playing live and I forget, because I
Yeah.
forget all the time. You'll lean over, so you know what you're playing and you know how to play it. It's just, you've never spent the time to, which is my favorite Beatle, Paul McCartney, I believe, still says he doesn't spend a lot of time trying to read music. So
By the way, I heard Paul McCartney,
what?
the new song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, right? There's some good stuff in
Yeah,
there. Huge Beatles fan. So it's a big anniversary, right? He's had 3 of those solos albums. And I think this one hit number 1 for him, which is sort of cool, again, to have 5 decades of number 1 albums. So I may be wrong in that. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100, yes. Decades. Okay, so music reader, not music reader. And so we have this music book, and I'm not doing this podcast to sell stuff, but we've been together a year, and so we have Roman Anton. I have a lot of songs I've written under the Roman Anton name. Frank has a handful as well. Roger had one. You have some now. We've been in the studio 3 times, twice for recording and once to film videos, which doesn't count. And so we're developing. So you learn new songs every month to keep up. And we get the old ones. So behind me, we have the various launches in the Roman Anton catalog. So we've already launched Tierra del Fuego, and we're getting ready to put number 2 out, which is the Changer. If you can see behind me, I'm not sure if you can in the camera. If not, and so we're learning those. And today we're going to play both of the title tracks. So We're going to cut here and we're going to go over to our equipments. I'll be on piano and guitar over there. Frank will be sitting on bass behind you. So we're going to have to change the room around as we play these songs and then come back. So this may take a while. And then Shogo's going to sit behind the kid over there. And we don't normally play in this studio we have here for practice. We usually practice over at my house, in the studio at my house. This one we use for podcasting and for some other minor, smaller things. So we don't have the greatest recording equipment. So today isn't about recording and fixing the sound quality. We're just going to sort of talk about the journey we're a year into and 5 years into together. And Tierra del Fuego is a song that I wrote that also has a piece of artwork with it, and that has a bunch of other things that are sort of concept, a novel that'll be coming out very shortly. And then The Changer has the same. We have some artwork, a song, and a series of short stories about a guy who's a toll booth attendant. His name is Elliot, and he change on the highway where cars go through. And we're going to have that in several languages. And so these are things that we're working on. And so the Tierra del Fuego soundtrack talks about the road trip, and The Changer talks about the toll booth attendant. And so we're going to have an introduction to those live. We're not going to edit that stuff. We're going to post it. I'll probably make my fair share of mistakes, and we'll see if these guys can hold on. But let's cut here now and take a break and go over to 2 songs, and then we'll come back and record some more. So, fellas, why don't we get ready to go play, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do Tierra del Fuego first.
chair, sits in his booth. He's making things change, he's making things move. 64 cars, 52 trucks, and one ambulance that almost gets stuck in one fat boy. Change is counting dollars. Every day of every hour is changing. The sun rises up as if on command. You ask for some truth, you ask for a plan. Not to the top. Speak to the man, does he back to you? That's the question. It's counting change, it's counting dollars. Every day of every hour he's changing. Changing hearts and minds. Handing out change on time. Just can't let him go. The one person you should know. How many days it's been? How many lives you change? How many souls you save? Do you? Do you have peace of mind? What do you leave behind? What do they don't do? Do you? The sun sets goodnight. Now you begin a real fight. You're changing. There's now the man who have a bad heart. You show them the way and you give them the sky. All turned out. Change is counting dollars. Every day of every hour is changing. Changing hearts and minds. Handing out change on time. Just gotta let him go. The one person you should know.
Changer. No effects, no fancy stuff. We just plugged into our regular office stuff here and tried to play them. So we're not making excuses, but we like to fool around in this office with song ideas. So we just played them here today as part of this podcast. And this podcast is going to be in 3 parts. We're going to do this interview, which is going to take, we'll be done soon. And then we got the performance pieces. So we'll play 6 songs. And then we're going to hit the road to go eat some dinner over on Chao Praya River. The next 2 songs we're going to talk about are Frank songs.
Okay.
And we're going to record those in a second. One is called Backdoor. I'm not sure if you want that thing floating around, so I'm not sure what you're blocking now or whatever.
Okay.
But Backdoor and When the Lights. So let's go in the other order. Let's go When the Lights. When the Lights. Let's see how poorly I remember my own stuff here. When the Lights Go Down. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, When the Lights Go Down.
So I was there when you wrote that, or what was pretty close to the beginning. So you wrote that in the. We've talked about that in your podcast, and then we play that and so Backdoor was written in the same period of time, but not very close, maybe 6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backdoor is after the next recording.
Right.
I mean next recording.
So what launch is that on Shogo, Backdoor?
Oh, launch 4.
Launch 4, so that's actually 2023 release. So we're trying to do this on our albums or on our CDs or on our MP3s or on our launches. We call them launches because we don't know what the proper noun is for stuff anymore over here in Thailand. So we're going to do launch 4. Has a Frank song. Each launch has a Frank song. It just happened that the math works out that way. So we have a bunch of mine, some co-written ones, and then one of yours. You have many, but we've spaced them out. And so on the first launch, we have Your Never Surrender, which is we made into a nice T-shirt here. We've got Crossroads on launch 2, which is my favorite song of yours, both to play and to listen to. Launch 3 is
Typhoon. I think.
Typhoon, right. So that was a song you didn't really write over a typhoon, but you wrote about typhoons, which are maybe not even about storms. And then 4 is Backdoor. So I think it's sort of a typical of your songwriting style. And your songwriting style is not typical, but I think it's a good example of how you write songs. Backdoor, don't you? You have a key change, sort of, in it?
I always have
Yeah, you do.
all songs.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Why is that? And I'm going to ask Shogo the same question, but why are you drawn to the key change? Is that...
I usually get bored with 4-chord songs. I cannot write 4-chord songs.
When the Lights Go Down is a 4-chord song?
But we have F, G, G sharp, and B flat. So it's more.
Okay, so it's...
And then C, B flat.
That's a
A.
bridge.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, I see. Okay.
part of the song.
Okay, so you're saying you would have been bored with When the Lights Go Down if it were only a 4-chord song, so you added in a bridge and made some
Yeah.
variations. Okay. And when we play, you and I played as a duo, we have a long extended play. Okay, so I get that. I mean, I've asked this question to you before. So you consider Backdoor as having a more complex than 4-chord sequence, and so you have a key change,
Yeah.
and then we have the chorus is sort of has a double hook in it, I think,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. Do you remember why you wrote that song or what was going on when you wrote that song?
It's random. I have no idea what's the.
Because you sent me, I guess this is part of our trick, is we send each other
Video.
an audio,
Audio. Yeah.
right, or an MP3 or whatever, however we record it, but we record on our cell phones.
It's MP4 and then with no faces, just
Right. You just put the phone on. So I got that, and then I think what threw me off when we were writing that song together, or when you were writing it and we were helping you play it live in the studio, was the bridge. The chorus was tricky for us to get. I don't know if it changes tempo.
Actually, when I introduced, I asked Roger to do the intro.
Right.
Yeah, and the boom, boom,
Yeah. So Shogo, do you know the meter for it or whatever we call that? What is the beats per minute? BPM?
Maybe 19 between
95, 98.
Yeah.
95 between the 100.
Does it switch? Does it slow down for the? It wouldn't slow down. It'd just be a different beat, right?
My bass line just changes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so the lyrics turned into, to me, sort of like a Peter Pan thing, right? Like a fantasy world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was because the lyrics seemed to be stuck and then they got unstuck. Right? Out through the back door, right? Yeah. And there's, some of the context of that is innuendo, but so that was one where I watched you come in with a full melody pretty much, and maybe we weren't sure how long the ending would be, but you fixed that. And then some of the drum, like that bridge part that we work on, we have
Yeah.
some weird drum work, but the lyrics on that turned into something that changed right in front of us. So that was interesting for me to watch you in the studio work that one through. Because until the lyrics are done, we really don't work this song to conclusion, right? We
Yeah.
sort of wait for both. So that one took a while. That was one of the rare ones for you that took a while. Never Surrender was done quickly, right?
Yeah.
That got done fast.
Fast.
Crossroads got done very fast.
Baby, let's dance. Too
Right.
fast.
That was, I just talked to Roger this morning about that, and we
Okay.
laughed about how quickly we got when the lights go down. So let's talk about that when the lights go down again. So you wrote that, woke up from a dream type thing. You wrote it. It
Yeah,
was late
yeah.
at night. Do you like that song anymore? Is it too old for you? Do you forget about it?
No, I like
Yeah.
all the songs.
Yeah.
So,
That one's fun for us to play still, right?
yeah, I like the song, especially the bridge part,
Yeah.
because my bass line is. Dum, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. What would you call that? Like a walking bass line? Do 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 do. Do that thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have no names for those. I just play.
I don't even know if that makes any sense that I just said walking bass line,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean that's gotten better as we played it more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else about those songs?
Like what?
Well, I mean, you never told us, but you think of your mom when you say that, or Backdoor is about divorcing your religion or something,
No.
or not going to church, or I don't know, something.
Actually, those times we are, how do you call that? We are busy writing songs every
Yeah.
day, so we have random ideas.
Yeah.
So I think it's not about me or something. It's just, I have to write this song about what's happening
Yeah.
outside, but Backdoor is for like cheating or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like not really cheating, like this man loves another woman.
Yeah. There you go.
But it's common story, so it's not about me.
But it's also very fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the negative side of cheating, if that's possible. Right?
Yeah.
And not that you're cheating. I mean, I'll defend you here. This wasn't about some anecdote about your life. This was a song you were creating sort of quickly, like you said, and the lyrics
Yeah.
sort of came out in this fantasy tale, which was sort of cool. So I guess, Mike, here's why I just went through that. So we just played Tierra del Fuego and Changer. We're going to go play Backdoor and When the Lights Go Down. Shogo, those are Frank songs. You know them both, Backdoor When the Lights Go Down.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Changer and Tierra del Fuego, which are my songs.
Yeah.
I didn't get any help on those. Now we play them like a band. Are they different forms of music? Are Frank's songs different than mine, or are they now eaten up by the band? Are they now band songs to you? Or do you say, oh, I'm playing a Frank song now? What's the thinking? Because you're the only one who can have a view on this, right?
I feel like a difference
Huh.
versus time.
Huh.
I cannot which is better or not. I cannot.
Well, yeah, we're not
But,
asking that. Mine are better. Yeah. No, I'm joking. So what's is it beat driven? Is it relationship to lyrics driven? Is it melody driven? What are the big differences?
Making a melody
Mm.
and the chord progression and the how to singing.
Mm.
I think it's a different type of singing. So really log style with guitar riff is a Joe singing is very cool.
Huh.
The ballad,
Ballad, right?
like I think
Yeah, it's a ballad. Okay, so is Crossroads rock or ballad then of Frank's? Never
I can say
Surrender,
Uh-huh.
rock or ballad?
rock ballad, but so how to say it's edge voice edge
Yeah.
is a soft.
Okay, so what's Frank's heaviest song then? Does he have a pure rock song? Heavy rock. I'm trying to think. Me now, Frank. Do you have one? Do we have one that we don't record or that we haven't played or is not on the launch?
What?
I
I
mean-
think that the heaviest one is Crossroad, but it's not really rock, right?
And I would sort of blame that on me, right? because you came in with the chords and the bass line and the drum ready to go, and then I was on my Gibson when we first recorded, but I played it on the Fender, and we just started going fast, but I didn't have effects on it, but we were going fast, right? And I stopped singing because it was sort of rock when you sped up the beat.
Yeah.
But I think when you came in, it was more ballady, right? I think when your recording of it was not slow, but slower, more like Never Surrender.
Okay, I get it.
So that's interesting. So I think he's pointed that out. So on the first launch, do we have any real rock? Not really any rock songs, right? I guess Rogers, tell me what's going on, right? And then on launch 2, Michael
Nothing to
Bryant,
it, or-
nothing to it, right? Nothing to it. Nothing to it's a rock song.
Luck, really luck. American style.
So I think this is going to be a painful moment for the band here. All right, I'm more rock than Frank. Not possible. He's not going to say it. His mic went out. All right. Well, we know Rath isn't rock. Rath's country, Thai country. Well, that's interesting because there is a big part of that. I mean, your storytelling is very different than mine. Like The Changer is a story, but it's rock, and I used to scream those lyrics. Remember? That's when I started to really punish. So that's fun. So we're gonna hear Backdoor, which is truly a story and a narrative, and When the Lights Go Down, which is also. I think the bridge lyrics that I sing in When the Lights change the song a little bit, and I think if we'd gone back, you would probably sing all of that, and those would be different. I think it'd be very different. I don't think we'd have written the bass line, the walking bass line, if you were singing those lyrics through. So I think we got lucky by doing that, but I think at some point they should go back to you.
I don't think so. I
No?
think I like it better.
It's interesting. I don't like being in your songs later when we find out, like, sheesh, if you sang that part hard, it would be so much better. You know, it's such a struggle for me to take over a line in Crossroads as well. But that's interesting for me. So I think you guys can listen today. We got me and Frank on When the Lights, and Frank all alone on Backdoor. I think I do something at the end, and Shogo and I jump in on that. But we'll try and give these a go here. So why don't we shut this down and take a break and go set up back by the instruments and do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, great.
When the lights go down and the world goes by, when I sing this song and no one listens, when I'm feeling blue. Can you feel it too? If I bare my soul, will they tell me I'm forgiven? Without you, without you. Without you, without you, on and on, asking questions all the time, still asking what to do. Up and down, I look for answers, no one there to tell me what's true. Back and forth, I lost my magic, got this power, really tragic. Whoa. Every time I wake up, your face is what I long for. With these crazy eyes of mine, I see you here with me. But if you're here, or if you're somewhere else, the future's bright and clear enough to see. If you close your eyes, you can come with me all the way. Out through the back door, let us make some memories. Come to our world of make-believe and fantasy. Oh my darling, let us escape from the past and through the back door to a brand new life. Every time I hear your voice, the song fills my heart. Every time I hear your heart, the song takes some of me. I'll clear land so we can build us all a house. I'll build a house so we can have a family. If you close your eyes, you can come with me all the way. Hey, out through the back door, let us make some memories. Come to my world of make-believe and fantasy. Oh my darling, let us escape from the past and through the back door to a brand new life. If you can break it, then make a brand new life. Push the world spin round and round, it never stops and slows down. If you come into my world, you make the time stand still. Out the back door, into better life. You be alone, you can't stop it, you can only go. If you close your eyes, you can come with me all the way. Hey, out through the back door, let us make some memories. Come to my world of make-believe and fantasy. Oh my darling, let us escape from the past and through the back door to a brand new life. Out through the back door, let us make some memories. Come to our world of make-believe and fantasy. Oh my darling, let us escape from the past and to the back door to a brand new life. Out through the back door, let us make some memories. Come to my world of make-believe and fantasy. Oh my darling, let us escape through the past and through the back door to a brand new life. All right, thanks, Franco.
Okay. Oops. So we're back from Backdoor and When the Lights. And we may switch those when we edit this all together, but those are the second two songs. So today is a 6-song Roman Anton podcast with interview of talking, the three of us. And then we'll head over to the river to eat. We got 2 more songs left that I'd like to do. I think we agreed on these, right?
Yeah.
The one is called Farang Song. We'll see if there's a reception for this song or if it's considered us meddling in Thai language and it's stupid. I'm not sure. But I liked writing this song, Farang Song. It was, I've been taking Thai lessons here for years. It's hard language for me to learn. And I'm struggling with the speaking parts of the lesson, but the writing and the I'm really enjoying learning how to write the Thai alphabet, if that's what it's called. I'm not even sure if it's called an alphabet, but that's been fun.
I call it characters.
Characters, the Thai characters, and yeah. So I'm not sure if either are right or both are wrong or both are right. So I'm doing that, and in the middle of this, I thought there's a core series of words you sort of need to know to get by. Some of which we've talked about already in this podcast, spicy and stuff like that. So wrote the song, which was pretty loud when we wrote it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we put cowbells in, and there was a sense of Roger didn't really like playing the cowbells, and we played this. We've had a series of problems microphoning the cowbells in the last year since we've done it. So we've done some recording at some studios and at some venues, and just never gotten around to doing a good version of the cowbells. So we even shoved some gloves and some socks in the cowbells today to bring the volume down a little bit because they're ear shattering when you hit them hard. But the Farang song is sort of a later song for us, right? We probably had 60, 70 songs done before we did this one, 50, 60, but fun to play. And it's sort of ironic, hopefully, and we've been filming the video pieces of it for a while. Probably should have that done soon. What did you think about it when we started it? Did you think it was a joke or funny or stupid, or what are your thoughts on this Farang song, Frank?
I don't think it's a joke because I like more how it was played. I mean the music, and it's fun. Yeah.
I think it is too, and I think it's fun now at some of our regular shows because
And
people
it's-
wait for it.
And I just can't stop to smile when my couch. Because the customers, the audience also laugh, especially the Thai people if they, what's that?
Do you think they hear us?
I think
Okay.
so. Those English-speaking Thais.
Right. This is like talking about Miyazaki City. There are some.
Yeah.
I wonder if our Thai is understandable, not understandable in a loud venue. But so I think the Farang song, Farang means foreigner, I guess, or Westerner. You guys aren't Farangs, right? I'm a Farang.
Yeah,
Okay.
foreigners, Farang.
But is it Asian foreigners too?
Yeah, Farang is for foreign.
I don't think so, bro.
Yeah.
I think like it means
Because
like European or American, doesn't it?
They actually it's Frank. It's French. Right? Farang is fruit also, and then it's French.
All right.
I just read one history about that Americans from Vietnam, they just come here and
Right, so it wasn't Filipinos from the
And-
Philippines, it was Americans.
some foreigners are white and black, so
There we go.
no, it's not racist, but just to distinguish the white from black, they call
I'm sorry.
black foreigners as Farang Dam. Farang Dam.
Farang Dam is black and
Black,
Thai.
yeah.
Okay, good lord. So what did they call foreigners from the Philippines?
Philippines.
Okay,
Yeah, but it's Farang is for generally for
foreigner.
foreigner, but now it's like the generic name for white people.
Okay. All right, I'm with you on that because I don't hear them calling you that behind your back. And I don't think it's said meanly, but I thought it was funny because the stigma of Farang sometimes is like, oh, Farang's right. And I thought, okay, I'm going to be that ugly foreigner.
Old dirty.
Right? That's me.
Drunk.
And so I made a joke about it, really. And so the video, I think, will show that the song is sort of me joking about myself being here and playing. And I think that the whole thing we're going to do with it maybe is a joke. I don't know if Roger ever took to it. We'll have to ask him next time we talk to him. But it was very hard for me to play musically because I'm picking at what is this 32nd note, 64th note? What do you think, 32nd or 32nd notes? And it was fast and singing and it's offbeat, and so it was hard for me to play that because I do it the whole song. So that was a learning lesson. You know, it's not hard for a good guitarist. I'm not a good guitarist, I think, so I struggle with it. I don't struggle with it anymore, but when we play fast on a bigger stage and sometimes there's bouncing around, I struggle with that song. Anything for you on this one? Because you use the wah on this,
Yeah.
and it's off beat, right? It's like bow, 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 bow. And when I'm doing that descending. So when we are not mixed well, we really have chaos with that song.
Yeah.
If I can't hear you, right? Yeah, we've had that a couple times. I forget one venue we had it, and it was
But
just, I was all over the
I
place.
think this will be the first time I will play without Wa.
Right. Right. Well, we probably, the first couple times through, you probably did, but I think you stomped on your pedal the second time through this song, right?
Yeah.
Because I was picking it. I think we needed, yeah. So how about this one, Shogo? Anything about this song? Is it a heavy song? Is it a rock song for you, or is it a ballad song? Is it one of my songs or one of Frank's songs?
The biggest of the
I mean the Farang song.
Farang song, sorry.
Rock?
Heavy or soft or comedy?
Rock.
Yeah, I think. Sorry.
It's my impression, really heavy and beat lock.
Yeah, yeah.
Heavy and the beat lock.
I think the chorus is our loudest
Yes.
because we're all yelling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a party song, I guess. It's a fake, funny party song. Okay, and then we're gonna play the song that we probably played the most and we rehearsed the most for, and we've gotten the biggest reception on when we play this out. Is the Bodhi Tree. So I think I showed you the sheet music in the book here. Frank and I have a very long story around this. This is a 3 or 4 year old story now. We've been to Myanmar several times together.
3 times I think.
Yeah, we've played every time we've gone there in some capacity. Minwaeong, I remember the first time we went to record, and we got our recording permit from the departments there that would allow us to record at such a revered public spot. We stopped at an artist's studio, Treasure Gallery, I think it's called. Treasure Gallery. Yeah, Minwaeong, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name right. And we got to interview him, and that really gave me the idea for the podcast that day. That was so much fun, and Frank was, I always yell at Frank for this, but he was cool enough to have turned his camera on and started filming this interview with a man who is clearly one of my favorite living modern painters, but his themes are so awesome right now, and they evolve so quickly. So last night I forwarded you guys a painting that he did, ironically, of the Shwedagon Pagoda, which is where we filmed our Bodhi Tree song near, which the inspiration from it was the trip before that, where you and I went. And I had a guitar with us, and I recorded that song there. Took some pictures, showed you guys that stuff, and then we recorded a version of that, then went back to film the video, and fooled around and played at the hotel there and did some other stuff. And then recorded another song there called Sunday Corner, which is also about a very sort of prominent Buddhist iconic area at that monument. And in both instances, I think, and I write about this in the book here, but I was using those moments to try and communicate with my father, who's passed away. And so there was a lot of reverence and attachment to the father. But that chord progression is ballady, I think, more of a ballad. Pop song for sure. But I think it's based more on a Frank chord progression than one of mine. And I think that's sooner how you'd write those. I think so. Your influence was starting to hit my songs, I think, at that point. And I remember there was a 2-week period where you sat down. We still disagree on this, Shogo, and you don't get to tie break. But Frank sat down and hammered out a melody on the piano. I said, "That sounds like the one I played last week, Bodhi Tree." And he said, "No." You said, "No, I wrote this." And I was like, he was ripping me off. I was like, "Well, how could that happen?" We never really resolved that. Do you remember how weird that moment was?
I have that story. Actually, it was 3 months ago, that time when I keep on dreaming melody.
Right.
And then I dream, and then when I wake up, I forgot what's that melody. So one night I prepare my phone.
Yeah.
Prepare my phone. So when I hear that melody, I'm not sure if I'm still conscious, and then I wake up, da 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 da, and then I da 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 da. So that's the chorus part. So and then I recorded it, and then save it to computer.
Yeah.
So that's 3 months ago.
3
And
months.
then,
When you say 3 months ago, that's 3 months before the
before
time we're
that,
talking about. Right, right, right.
Yeah,
right.
3 months
Right.
before.
Yeah, yeah. So I get it.
And
I'm just
then-
trying to.
Yeah, and then
I mean, it makes sense.
one six Tuesday it's we practice underneath the Bodhi Tree. I heard this melody before, and then we practice. I think we were ready to record. When I checked the, wait, this is the same song I sent it to you. Da-da-da-da-da-da, but no words, just da da la.
Well, and see, we're going to have a debate on that one, but it was very funny because there was that muddy beginning to this. But whatever happened, we ended up having that, recording that, and going to film the video. I don't know if the video was a hard day. It was hot, and we were walking barefoot for hours and hours, which is not my thing all that often. I'm not often barefoot. My job in the past never prepared me for that. But it was a very funny sort of moment on for us filming parts of that video, but it was a very serious place to film. And so music book launch 1, Farang song is going to be part of launch 2. So we've played 6 songs today, sort of launch 1 and then some other the launches and some of the other songs, but we got 2 from Frank, sort of 4 from me, but heavy influence on those. And now Shogo's picked up the drum on all these. So we're trying to really strip it down and play them real basic here. And the Bodhi Tree hasn't evolved all that much, right? It's pretty much like it was written, like we played it early. Farang song has changed a lot as I've gotten better at playing it, and as we play it harder, and as we get the cowbells sort of more in tune. So Shogo, any comments about these songs? Because you were brought in 13 months ago to start learning the Bodhi Tree primarily, right? Because when you started with us, we had 1 million views on it. When we played it, we had 2 million, and a month later we had 3 million. So you were there when Frank and I were very excited about the reception this song was getting in Asia, or in this, where it's from, in Myanmar primarily. And so any comments on these songs? You don't have to. I'm not putting you on the spot, and I know sometimes. Bodhi Tree first. Anything about Bodhi Tree? Do you like the song? I mean, or was it hard to learn? Was it easy, stupid, fun, boring?
Yeah, Bodhi Tree is a very big scale song. I think so very big. And so I like the other song. I like maybe is a deeply meaning and a deep sound.
Okay, so maybe one of Frank's songs.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we were just looking at Farang song and Bodhi Tree now, so Bodhi Tree, when you say a big sound, just because of the way that the drum comes in the intro and the ending, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and do you feel like playing it quiet is not the way it was meant to be played? Do you think it's meant to be played heavy, big?
Big.
Yeah.
You want to play it hard or soft? Which is better? Loud or soft?
I think loud.
Yeah. So you can hit the drums, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've struggled at Queen Bee sometimes when you play. I can see you winding up.
Yes.
That's why I try to put it in the second set.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, and it's funny because we have a quiet set and we have a loud set.
It's my feeling.
Yeah.
But I trying to stop quietly.
Yeah. So how about singing harmonies and singing Shogo? Because you walked into a group that we have, we had 80 to 100 songs. You've heard most of them now. A lot of harmonies in there, a lot of singing. Has this been a different music year for you, drumming and singing, or is this something you're used to, or is this a change? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Has it changed your drumming style? What about singing and drumming now? Anything or nothing?
I trying to change more good, more better. So the praise the drum plays I also previous drama is Roger.
Right.
So I try to understanding the what he doing and what he playing.
Yeah.
But the different type drummer. So I want to. I also one mobile member. Now one mobile member. I want to change my originality.
Okay.
In Roman Anton songs,
Mm,
and I practicing the harmony.
right.
So I want to find the my voice
Right, right.
character. I want to
Yeah.
more good for band.
So is it hard? Is it hard for you to sing and play?
I used to.
Okay, used to be. Okay, so you're more comfortable now?
Yes.
And do you like the headset, or would you rather have a microphone? We've never really asked that. You walked into the headset. Do you like the headset?
Yes.
Is it easier?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I always wonder. Yeah, so I mean, there was, picking up someone else's harmonies is risky, right? So we've written a couple of songs with you now, and you have one of your own. And we recorded that at Dynamic Studios with Can. I think Can is in podcast number 3 or 4. I forget which one. And we recorded Gonna Go Where You Want To, which is your song. What about your music writing process? Can you tell us anything? Do you write a lot? Do you have a lot on your computer? Do you have a lot in your head? Do you have a lot on your phone, or no?
Oh, now I don't have that, but I want to make someday. I want to make the romantic song.
Okay. All right, Roman, and I understand. And see, by that you mean you want the band to record your songs. We'll record your songs, which is cool. So we appreciate that. Do you write when you write, do you write on a guitar, or do you sing a melody into your phone, or how do you do your writing stuff? Because Frank and I, for example, he'll send me what is it, a note? What is it on Apple? Apple voice memo, I think it's called. That's the app. So we'll just send those back and forth, right? And you can hear them. And it actually, now that these phones are pretty awesome. So I don't know actually if yours are voice memos. You'll just do a MP4, right? Yeah. So I'll send you the voice memos is what I do. And that works fine. And then when we record them at the studio, we send each other back and forth the video without the picture. But for us, that's what you get. I mean, that's how we do it now. We go straight into our phone, which is weird. Before, I used to live and die with my reel-to-reel cassettes, then sort of digital stuff, right? What do you do? Do you do a guitar at home or here in the office?
Yeah, I will make on my PC.
On your PC? That's so awesome.
And MIDI, and
Right,
I have some make composer
Yeah.
software.
Okay.
Yeah, melody and the chord progression,
Right.
the bass line and the drums.
So you would actually be using a keyboard, a QWERTY keyboard to do your songwriting. Jesus,
Yes.
Frank, isn't that crazy? I mean, you and I will be like guitar into the thing, right? You're going to hear your melodies and be able to do them through a program. Yeah.
Program.
Yeah.
So it's robot like.
Well, he's probably going to have a keyboard. He's probably going to click a mouse on the melody, right? Like dong, dong, dong,
Yes.
dong, and then play it back. And then you'll speed it up or slow it down, right? God, I'm not there. I don't see that day coming for me.
I cannot do it.
Yeah.
Can use and can connect
Yeah.
and on with PC.
Yeah, of course. I'm not. It's a great idea. And I heard you playing the piano the other day, and I thought that was a cool Japanese song you were playing. But okay, well, good. Well, we got 2 more songs to play. Farang song and Bodhi Tree. We're going to record those, and then we'll come back and. Why don't we do this? Why don't we finish with Bodhi Tree as the performance? So why don't we finish the interview session now? Was there anything you guys wanted to bring up today, Frank? Anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to talk about?
I'm okay now.
All right, Shogo, anything you want to say to your fans and admirers or friends or loved ones or enemies?
Okay.
Okay.
黒霧島
Isn't that the beer, the drink?
alcoholic.
Oh, okay.
Japanese.
I think we can't do advertising for alcohol in Thailand. We're going to blur that out. All right, so we did learn that today. That's the
Yeah.
Black Mountain.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Miyazaki City, Shogo Oyama, Roman Anton band member, drums, guitars, bass, recording, music, drummer, Frankeins, Ville, Jangad, Mindanao, Philippines, and plays and writes everything. We've been together 5 years, been together 1 year. Thanks for coming in today, fellas. We'll finish with 2 more songs, then we're going to hit the road with Rath. Good job today, Rath. Thank you for that, sir. We're going to hit the road and go down.
Water crop maze, hello, hello. Somebody names, how you doing, how you doing? Told us our names, can I get your number? Tried to live to think I have it all. But now just a little bit. Go behind me, you gotta lay it on me. Either way, I think we'll have a good time. My coach, I bet you don't understand. So pass by me, it's alright. My bed life is a worry about it. toes. Spirit wanders to the toes. Spirit wanders in the spirit toes. All right, Bodhi Tree. Thanks, fellas.
Okay, hey, we're at Sala Arun on the Chao Praya River in Bangkok. This is a place we've been to over the years. Eat Side Story, Eagle's Nest. This Arun group does a lot of great work down here, but we're right on the Chao Praya River, which is the main river in Bangkok, and we're right across from the Wat Arun. I guess it's the Temple of Dawn. And so we're eating here. We've got a mix of their food. We've got the snapper, we've got pomelo salad, we've got some salmon. These are all Thai dishes that we eat, but we used to go out quite a bit and we would eat at, we had our local places we'd eat at, so we used to eat at La Piazza, remember that?
La Piazza.
Craft beer, but this is one of our favorites. And so I looked up today on Google, it said the best place to see a sunset was right here. Right at the Sala Arun, and so that's what we're doing here. I don't know. So Shogo, you're used to eating seafood. That's your thing, right?
Yeah.
You like Thai food? You like Thai seafood, or is it too spicy for you, generally?
Yes, spicy, but I really like the Thai seafood.
Yeah.
Really like. Yeah.
I like spices like this, like the masaman curry, right? That's really easy for me to eat.
Yes.
And I love the pomelo salad. Has that coconut and stuff in there. I don't know, Frank, when you grew up, you eat a lot of spicy stuff?
Not really, but occasionally. But when I was in high school, I think, 3rd year or 4th year,
Yeah.
I went to the city where there are many people there like to eat really spicy, like chili. How do you call that one? Dried chili, and then make it as seasoning.
You eat a lot of the spicy stuff here pretty easily, Thai dishes, huh?
I can, but not as much as like them.
Yeah. Rath eats pretty hot stuff. But look, you guys, do you ever make it down here much? One of my favorite things to do is to take one of the longtail boats and go up the river, some of these canals over here. Have you ever done that? You done that yet?
This is the place where the boat I play, or not the same?
Yeah, right. So normally on a given night we'd be drinking beers here, right? We're not drinking beer tonight, but we got fruit drinks, I guess. But on this river there's a lot of cruise boats that do the cruise, and you play music on there, right? So you'll have 500,000 people on those boats, right? You say yes. So it's like that. So it's just a big thing, and you got the river going through. But right here, it looks like some big yacht is pulled up right across from the Wat Arun. Normally,
Look at the sun.
Yeah.
It looks like a moon.
Yeah. Wow. This is a pretty cool spot here. I'm not sure if you're blocking that camera, if we can see straight through, but got a good sun shot there. Got some stuff going on. So Shogo, we came down here the other night. You walked around. Did you find anything?
Yes. Almost a shop closing.
Yeah.
So very good. Nice. Spot like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
New Year, right?
Yeah. So I think we got a couple of different things in this neighborhood that we do, like the Wat Pho is right across the street in the Grand Palace, but we have some restaurants that we like to eat at. Here's
Oh wow, look at that. Passenger? Is it passenger?
Yeah, you can rent those right at the pier here, and they'll take you up the canals. It's like 2,000 baht for a couple of hours, and they'll drop you off on the other side to go to the Wat Arun. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice place. It's relaxing.
Yeah. So I really like this first floor a lot. They have a thing up top called the Eagle's Nest, but it's cool here. It's fun to come here at night, and I love this little street that it's on. Did you guys catch the name of the street?
It's I have
Rath, what's the name of the street?
Tian.
Right, but the street? Tha Tian?
Tha Tian.
Tha Tian. How do you say that? Tha Tian.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Same port station.
Oh, okay. All right, Tha Tian. Yeah, so it's cool. So it's easy to find, and we took a tuk-tuk over from the Royal Navy parking lot here, and it was pretty easy to do. So it's fun. But so I don't know. This is COVID time, so we get to go and eat, but we don't get to drink, socially distanced. So we, all got our masks with us. But it's still a lot of fun stuff to do here, and so we decided to put this video together a couple days ago and just do it fast and quick because it was sort of closed down again. Our venues are closed, so we're not playing out, and so we thought we'd play and record some videos tonight. We recorded them this afternoon, so recorded 6 songs, 2 of Frank's, 4 of mine. You guys, which is your favorite song we played today? Which sounded the best, you think?
I think it's all same.
All the same.
All are my favorite.
We're not used to playing and with mics low, so a couple of those songs like Backdoor you can't sing as hard as you want, right?
Yeah, or maybe I need to stand.
Right?
Because when we record it, I need to do it first in the morning before any other song.
Because you scream so hard at that one point?
Just that screaming part.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm so used to playing our old gig at Henry sitting down and quiet that I think I've gone through all of mine. We really didn't do Backdoor that much together though, right?
We have, but I changed the vocal.
It's hard.
I did not shout.
So I think Bodhi Tree we can play it on guitars, we can play it a cappella. That's the easiest to play for me in any environment now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Tierra del Fuego we've been playing a long time though, right?
Yeah.
I'm still not very good at the solo.
That's the first song I learned.
Was it?
That's the first song.
Oh, you used the old track, right?
Yeah, that's the first song Roger sent me.
Yeah.
And then Release, and then Soccer Field.
Right, the soccer field band. That was with my old guys. I think you may be blocking that there. So I don't know. So if I go here, I can see the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which place.
Yeah.
Can I check or?
Yeah, good. Well, so this is what the deal is here. You got this beautiful sunset every night, and it's been a little hazy these last couple of days in Bangkok, but that's okay. Come here most nights, and it's absolutely beautiful. So see that. Haven't seen any of the big boats. We had a big sand boat go by a couple hours ago, or a couple of minutes ago.
The river cruise are not operating also.
Yeah, so if you go down, you've got some of the luxury hotels, and if you go 12 miles away from the Roman Anton studio, it's easy to get here when there's no traffic. Sometimes it takes a long time to get here. We've done both. The last couple legs, it's not really a subway or a train that drops you off, so you sort of got to measure it out. There's plenty of things to do here down at night. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice place. So relaxing. So those boats are for hire, for rent.
Yep. So we said 6. 1, 2, 3, quiet.